it? Well, I'm gonna show you how. This is my Ender 3, just base model, normal Ender 3. I got it a couple years ago. I've done a few little mods to it, but otherwise it's pretty much stock. It has currently sit without being used for a couple months now. I don't even know how many months. There's a thick layer of dust over the whole thing. I remember last time I used it, which was a couple months ago, I noted to myself that, oh, this thing needs a tune-up because it is printing like trash. I've never really done a tune-up on a 3D printer before, so we're gonna see if we can get this thing looking and running like it's brand new. So here's the state of it right now. As you can see, it is just very dusty all over. A bunch of crap. The build plate itself has not been cleaned in a while either. How loose are those belts? Those belts are decently loose. Yeah, this thing just has not been ran in a while. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run a print on it real quick. Just a little test cube thing. So I can see what all needs done. I'm not even going to clean or anything first. I want to run it just like how it is and just see what happens. I probably will do a quick level. Other than that, we're just going to run it like how it is right now. So I went on Thingiverse and just found this little calibration cube. It's literally just a cube with some letters. You know, it's just to test how calibrated your 3D printer is. I'm gonna print it at a pretty good quality, so it'll be about an hour to print it. I did go ahead and get a new micro SD card for my 3D printer because I heard that after a while, like as micro SD cards get older, I don't know, I heard a thing that like if it's an old SD card and you put like 3D printing information on it, and that goes to your machine, it just can get messed up sometimes if it's an older card. I don't know, dude. So I just got a new card. The micro SD card that I was using came with the machine however many years ago it was when I got my 3D printer. I had to reformat the SD card. Oh, I should probably put in some filament. No wonder it's not extruding properly. Look how much gunk is in there. What in the world did I do? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'd say that's a bit of a clog. So as you can see, pretty rough. So that's the bottom where the build plate was. It didn't even adhere fully properly. You can tell by this corner. It was lifting up over here by the corner. You can see literally every single layer line. The top is, you know, decent. You lose detail in the corners there. You know, it's about what I expected. It is pretty rough. So that means that we have quite a bit of work to do. So since we have a pretty good, I got my dog something to chew on, so if you hear it in the background, sorry about that. But since we have a pretty good idea about the state that it's in, I went ahead and I heated up the nozzle so I could take the 3D filament out. We are going to unplug her so that we can bring her over here. I think first thing I'm going to do is clean off the hot plate. There we go. No longer dusty. Very nice. Off to a great start, gang. I'm trying to debate on how I want to do this. If I just want to do like a clean first, or if I want to tune stuff up first. I think you know what? I'm just going to do a clean. So I'm mainly just going to be doing some air dusting, wiping off with some wipes, paper towels. I have some brushes to get into the gears. So yeah, I'm just going to do a quick wipe down over the whole machine, and then we'll start tuning stuff. Okay, so everything is dusted off. It's actually already looking way better than it was. Now we're gonna start disassembling some stuff and doing deep cleans on all the moving parts and gears and stuff. I think I'm gonna start back here with the, I forget what this part is called. There could just be some plastic that builds up on the gears and stuff, so I'm gonna take it apart a little bit and scrub it off with this brush. You know what, just kidding. It's actually pretty clean in there. I was able to get in there just by doing this and spraying some of this. So I don't think I'm actually gonna take that apart. I'm just gonna save myself some time. I think next I'll go ahead and start working on the extruder head. Just take it apart, clean out that fan and everything, see if there's any debris in there, and change the nozzle. So you can notice that this whole part right here is pretty wobbly. So I made sure that the actual hot end is nice and tight and everything. I put a new nozzle on. This whole thing is actually very loose. So that could be contributing to the layer lines. Back here on the three wheels, underneath here is this little nut back here. And that's actually how you tighten and loosen the whole head itself. So I'm going to go up under here. Okay, so you can see the wobble, right? So I'm just gonna, no, there's no wobble. But you don't want to do it too tight, because then it can, right now my wrench is stuck. You don't want to do it too tight because then it can put stress on the wheels. Now it's nice and tight on there, but it's not too tight to where it's putting a bunch of stress on the wheels. And that should actually help with a good amount of those layer lines. This part's good, this part's good. Let me put some oil or some grease on the rod here. I just have like synthetic lube oil. I'm just gonna go up top here and just kind of let it drip down. Okay, so that is now all nice and greased up. I think the next thing I'm gonna tackle, retensioning the belts. So I think these are pretty loose. So I'm gonna retension this belt a little bit, and then this belt down here, I'm gonna retension a little bit. Just kind of just twist these off. I can't pull it too tight because I still have my my arm is still, you know, a little weird from my accident. Let's see if we can leverage it a little bit. There we go. Yeah, cool. Yeah, this whole axis here is not wobbly at all, but I don't need to tighten any of these, which is nice. So now I'm just gonna do same thing for down here. It's funny, I'm right-hand dominant, but since my accident and since my arm's been broke, I've become a lot more left-hand dominant, which is really weird to, like, it feels weird. Oh yeah, okay, I think we're about done. build plate's a little wobbly. Okay, so to tighten these down here, it's pretty similar to how we tightened this axis wheel. These two are just normal wheels, but then these two have that same little bolt that you tighten, and then I'll tighten it up. So we'll just give it a little, just a little pull. If you can see, this one's moving real good, but then this one's not. It only moves when it comes up like that. So I'm going to tighten it a little bit more. There you go. And now they're both moving together. I think I'm happy with that. I think final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this open, see how everything's doing there, see if anything needs cleaned out. Everything looks good. I'm not seeing anything like burnt or short-circuited or anything. So hopefully with all that, it'll run decently smooth. She's looking good. I mean, she looks like a brand new machine. You know, not as dusty and all that. So I'm gonna do a quick level. I'll pop the filament back in, and then we'll run a test print and see what happens. Now the file that I'm printing is the exact same file as we did for the first test print. It's literally the exact same. I didn't change anything. So here was the first test print. Horrible, gross, ew. Here's the new test print. Yes. Oh, wow, huh? As you can see, much better. It even didn't have a real problem adhering to the build plate like it did over here. I mean, look at that blank side. Big differences. There's still a couple little things that are not great, like here in the overhang where the letters are, you can see some weird little things. But I mean, that's overhang. I kind of expect that anyway. Then there's also little blobs kind of around it. But if you look on the normal one, or if you look on the first one, the little blobs are in like the exact same spots. So I think that's just like in the G code of the actual thing and not weird little like glitches or whatever. Like you see this little spot and this little spot are in the exact same place. So that makes me think that that's in the G code. Not perfect, you can still see a couple little rough layer lines right there, but overall not bad at all. It's a huge improvement, huge step up for sure. And there you go. I mean, that's, you know, a simple little video to show you that like simple maintenance and cleaning and care for the machine can take it from like a horrible, gross print to like a pretty good print. If you're watching this, this is probably a sign that you need to tune up your printer a little bit or give it a good cleaning. Because I've just fully neglected this thing for a while and have been dreading doing this maintenance. But it wasn't that bad, it didn't take that much time, and the difference is worth it. So yeah, go freaking clean your printers. That's about all I got. Quick little simple video. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you like the video. If you like me, make sure you subscribe. You can see a whole lot more of me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wings.